You're in a relationship and things seem to be going well, but your instincts are sending you a signal. There are subtle behaviors, little quirks, and reactions that make you wonder, is there more to her past than she's letting on? It's not about judging her. It's about understanding her fully and knowing if her past aligns with your expectations for the future. Today, we'll explore 10 crucial signs that might suggest she has been with many partners. These insights can help you make informed decisions and protect yourself from potential emotional pitfalls. 1. Overconfidence in physical intimacy. If she displays an unusually high level of skill and confidence in intimate situations right from the start, it might indicate considerable experience. While some people are naturally expressive, this overconfidence can sometimes reflect a history of multiple partners. You're sharing your first intimate moment, expecting some nervousness or hesitation. Instead, she immediately takes the lead, introducing advanced moves or techniques with ease. She's comfortable exploring things that seem beyond what most people would do on a first encounter. What to watch for? 1. She initiates complex, intimate acts without hesitation. 2. She rarely shows shyness or uncertainty. 3. She confidently suggests or accepts things that are uncommon for a first experience. Don't let emotions cloud your judgment. Consider how this confidence aligns with other behaviors before reaching a conclusion. 2. She avoids emotional intimacy. A woman who has had multiple partners might build emotional walls to protect herself. If she avoids deep conversations and seems unwilling to share her feelings, it could be a defense mechanism shaped by past experiences. You try to open up about your goals, fears, or dreams, hoping for a deeper connection. Instead of engaging, she brushes it off with a joke or quickly changes the topic to something trivial. What to watch for? She prefers surface-level conversations. She deflects or withdraws when you try to discuss feelings. She seems distant or cold during emotional moments. While patience is important, recognize when emotional detachment becomes a pattern. A relationship thrives on emotional connection, not just physical attraction. 3. Vague or contradictory. Stories about her past. Consistency is the foundation of trust. If her stories about her past relationships, experiences, or even personal history are frequently vague or contradictory, it might indicate that she's concealing parts of her life. This kind of inconsistency can lead to confusion and suspicion, making it difficult for you to fully trust her. When someone avoids clarity about their past, it creates a barrier to genuine intimacy. In a healthy relationship, both partners should feel secure sharing their history, good or bad. If she's hiding details or providing conflicting information, it may mean she's either ashamed of her past, trying to present herself in a specific way, or protecting secrets that could change your perception of her. Imagine you're having a casual conversation about past relationships. One evening, she tells you she's only been in one serious relationship. Later, she mentions an ex-boyfriend who had a significant impact on her, suggesting multiple relationships. Then, on another occasion, she claims she's never been in a committed relationship at all. These contradictions create a confusing picture that leaves you unsure of what to believe. Or perhaps she mentions a specific event she attended with a past partner, but her details change when she brings it up again. For instance, she says she went to a music festival with her friends, but later claims she attended with an ex-boyfriend. The changing details can make it feel like she's fabricating or covering up parts of her past. What to watch for? Inconsistent details. The same story changes depending on the context or the conversation. Vagueness. When you ask for more details, she gives generic or evasive answers. Deflection. She avoids talking about her past by changing the subject or making a joke. Over-explaining or defensiveness. When questioned, she becomes overly defensive or gives long, convoluted explanations. Approach the situation calmly and with curiosity, not accusation. For example, say, "I've noticed that some of the stories you've told me about your past don't always match up. Can we talk about this openly?" Give her a chance to explain. A partner who values honesty will appreciate the opportunity to clarify. If she continues to be vague or defensive, it may be a sign that she's not being truthful, and you'll need to decide if this aligns with your expectations for a transparent relationship. Trust is built on consistency. If her stories continue to feel unclear or misleading, take that as a serious sign to reflect on the relationship's long-term potential. 4. Frequent last-minute cancellations. We all understand that life can be unpredictable, and occasionally plans need to be rescheduled. However, when last-minute cancellations become a pattern, especially without clear explanations, it suggests she may not prioritize the relationship. It can also indicate that she's juggling other commitments or people that you're unaware of. A healthy relationship is based on mutual respect and commitment. When she repeatedly cancels plans at the last minute, it can make you feel undervalued or like an afterthought. Consistent cancellations may mean she's keeping her options open, is unsure about the relationship, or is not fully invested. You make dinner reservations a week in advance, excited for a romantic evening. An hour before the date, she texts you, "Hey, something came up. Can we reschedule?" This happens again the following week when you plan a movie night. Her reason? A friend just showed up unexpectedly. The lack of clarity and frequency of these cancellations can be frustrating and hurtful. Or she frequently cancels but never takes the initiative to reschedule. If she truly cared about spending time with you, she would make an effort to find another time that works. What to watch for? Vague excuses. Reasons like, "something came up," or "I'm just really busy," without specifics. No effort to reschedule. She doesn't propose a new date or time after cancelling. Inconsistent priorities. She cancels on you but seems to have time for other friends or activities. Defensiveness or guilt. When you express your feelings, she becomes defensive or tries to make you feel guilty for bringing it up. Address the issue directly but calmly. For example, say, "I understand that things come up, but it feels like our plans get cancelled a lot. I value our time together and want to know if something's going on." This approach allows her to explain herself without feeling attacked. If she genuinely cares, she'll make an effort to prioritize your relationship. If not, her actions may be signaling that she's not fully committed. Your time and effort are valuable. If her behavior doesn't change after you've communicated your feelings, consider whether this relationship is worth your investment. 5. She frequently mentions or compares you to other men. Frequent comparisons to past partners can be a major red flag. It may indicate that she hasn't fully moved on from her previous relationships, or that she's evaluating you against a mental checklist based on her past experiences. This behavior can undermine your self-esteem and damage the unique bond you're trying to create. Every relationship should be a fresh start, not a competition. Constant comparisons can make you feel like you're living in the shadow of her past partners. Whether the comparisons are positive or negative, they show that she's mentally and emotionally tied to those experiences, which prevents the relationship from growing authentically. You cook a meal for her, and she says, "This is good, but my ex used to make it differently." During an argument, she blurts out, "You're acting just like my last boyfriend." She compliments you by saying, "You're way more fun than my ex." At first glance, these comments might seem harmless or even flattering, but over time, they create an unhealthy dynamic. They suggest that she's measuring you against other men rather than appreciating you for who you are. Frequent mentions of her ex. She brings up her past partners often, even in unrelated conversations. Subtle or direct comparisons. Comments that compare your behavior, skills, or habits to her ex's. Nostalgic tone. She speaks fondly of past partners, making you feel like you're competing with a memory. Negative comparisons. During arguments, she uses past partners to highlight your flaws. Address it calmly and confidently. For example, say, "I've noticed that you compare me to your exes a lot. I want us to build something unique together, not based on the past." This lets her know how her behavior is affecting you and gives her a chance to change. If she continues making comparisons, it may mean she hasn't fully moved on. You deserve to be valued for who you are, not as a comparison to someone else. If she can't let go of her past, it may be time to reassess the relationship. 6. She's overly protective of her phone. In today's digital age, smartphones play a significant role in communication and connection. While privacy is essential in any relationship, excessive secrecy with her phone can be a red flag. If she's overly protective of her phone, constantly keeping it hidden, changing screens quickly, or leaving the room to take calls, it might indicate that she's hiding something. This behavior can suggest she's maintaining contact with people she doesn't want you to know about, such as past partners, potential new interests, or even activities she'd rather keep private. Trust and transparency are key components of a healthy relationship. While everyone deserves some personal space and privacy, extreme secrecy erodes trust. In a committed relationship, neither partner should feel like their curiosity about the other's activities is met with defensiveness or suspicion. When her phone becomes a guarded treasure, it can leave you feeling excluded and insecure. You're spending time together and her phone buzzes with a message. Instead of checking it casually, she quickly flips the phone face down. When you ask, "Who was that?" she replies with a vague, "Just a friend, nothing important." You notice that she frequently takes calls in another room, lowers the volume on her notifications, or seems anxious if you glance in her phone's direction. Another red flag is if she changes her passcode or suddenly locks her phone when previously she didn't. If you happen to ask to see a photo or video on her phone, she might respond with hostility or accuse you of not trusting her. What to watch for? Face-down phone placement. She consistently keeps her phone screen down, especially during conversations. Rapid screen changes. She quickly switches apps or closes screens when you're nearby. Private calls. She leaves the room or lowers her voice when answering calls or messages. Defensive reactions. She becomes irritated or accuses you of invading her privacy when you ask about her phone usage. Address your concerns calmly and directly. For example, say, "I've noticed that you're very protective of your phone, and it makes me feel like you're hiding something. I respect your privacy, but I also value openness and trust in our relationship. Can we talk about this?" This approach avoids accusation and focuses on how her behavior makes you feel. If she has nothing to hide, she should be willing to reassure you and explain her actions. A partner who is genuinely committed will appreciate your honesty and work toward building trust. While privacy is important, secrecy is different from privacy. If she continues to be secretive after an open discussion, it may indicate that there are hidden aspects of her life that don't align with a trusting relationship. Trust your instincts and be aware of pattern. 7. She's obsessed with her appearance. Taking care of one's appearance is perfectly healthy and even admirable. However, when her focus on appearance becomes excessive or obsessive, it can suggest deeper issues. If she constantly seeks validation for her looks, spends an extraordinary amount of time grooming, or frequently compares herself, or you, to others, it may hint at a pattern of superficiality shaped by her past experiences. This behavior might also indicate that she places more importance on external appearances than on building deeper emotional connections. A healthy relationship is built on mutual respect, emotional depth, and genuine connection. If her focus is primarily on appearances, whether it's her own or yours, it can overshadow the more meaningful aspects of your relationship. People who place too much value on physical appearance often struggle with insecurity, shallow connections, or a history of relationships based on surface-level attraction rather than emotional compatibility. You're going out for a casual dinner, and she spends hours perfecting her hair, makeup, and outfit, even when it doesn't seem necessary. Throughout the evening, she's constantly checking her reflection in mirrors or windows, adjusting her appearance, or taking selfies. She might also frequently comment on other people's looks, either complimenting them excessively or making critical remarks. She regularly asks you questions like, "Do you think she's prettier than me?" Or, "Do I look better than your ex?" These types of questions can reveal insecurity or an obsession with comparison. She might also judge you based on your appearance, suggesting that you dress a certain way or change aspects of your look to meet her standards. What to watch for? Excessive grooming. She spends an unusually long time getting ready, even for simple outings. Constant selfies or social media posts. She frequently takes and posts photos to seek validation. Comparison to others. She compares herself or you to other people, focusing on looks. Seeking validation. She regularly asks for reassurance about her appearance. Judging others' appearance. She often makes comments about how others look, whether positive or negative. Approach the conversation with sensitivity. For example, say, "I appreciate how you take care of yourself, but sometimes it feels like there's too much focus on looks. I care about who you are on the inside more than how you look." This lets her know that you value her beyond her physical appearance and that you're looking for a deeper connection. If she's receptive, it can lead to a healthy discussion about self-esteem and priorities. However, if she continues to obsess over looks and disregards your feelings, it may be a sign that her values and priorities differ from yours. A relationship built on superficial qualities won't stand the test of time. Focus on finding someone who values emotional depth, integrity, and genuine connection over surface-level attributes. If her obsession with appearance feels like it's preventing a deeper bond, consider whether this relationship aligns with your long-term goals. She avoids discussing. Sexual health. Sexual health is a crucial aspect of any intimate relationship. An open and honest conversation about it demonstrates trust, respect, and maturity. If she consistently avoids discussing topics related to sexual health, such as protection, past partners, or STI testing, it could indicate that she's hiding parts of her past. Avoidance in this area may stem from fear of judgment, past mistakes, or an unwillingness to confront the truth. A healthy relationship requires transparency, communication, and mutual responsibility. Avoiding these discussions not only shows a lack of trust, but can also pose potential risks to your physical health. Open dialogue about sexual health is essential for maintaining safety and ensuring you're both on the same page. Imagine you're getting closer and considering becoming intimate. You bring up the topic of protection or suggest getting tested for sexually transmitted infections, STIs, as a precaution. Instead of engaging, she dismisses it with statements like, "Why are you asking? Don't you trust me? I don't want to talk about that. It's uncomfortable. It's not necessary. Let's just enjoy the moment." She may also respond with defensiveness, irritation, or attempt to change the subject altogether. This avoidance can be a red flag, suggesting that she might be hiding past experiences or isn't willing to take the necessary steps to ensure mutual safety. What to watch for? Evasive behavior. She consistently deflects when sexual health topics come up. Defensiveness. She accuses you of mistrust when you try to discuss safe practices. Vagueness. She gives unclear answers when asked about her past partners or health status. Reluctance to use protection. She downplays the importance of using protection during intimacy. Approach this calmly and assertively. For example, say, "I care about both of our health and safety. I think it's important that we talk about this openly. It's not about mistrust, it's about being responsible." If she continues to avoid the conversation or becomes overly defensive, consider this a significant warning sign. In a healthy relationship, discussing sexual health should not be taboo. Your safety and peace of mind should always come first. 9. She hesitates to introduce you to her friends. When someone is serious about a relationship, introducing their partner to friends and social circles is a natural progression. It shows they are proud to have you in their life and are ready to integrate you with those who matter to them. If she consistently avoids or makes excuses when it comes to introducing you to her friends, it could be a sign she's hiding aspects of her past or present life. Meeting her friends can provide valuable insight into who she really is, how she behaves in social settings, and what her lifestyle has been like. Avoiding this step may suggest that there are details she doesn't want you to know, such as connections to past partners, certain behaviors, or inconsistencies in her stories. You've been dating for several months, and you feel it's time to meet the people she spends time with. Whenever you bring it up, she offers vague excuses. They're just really busy right now. You wouldn't get along with them. It's not a big deal. They don't need to meet you yet. Perhaps she has mentioned going out with friends, but always leaves you out of these plans. She might even change the subject or get flustered whenever the idea of you meeting her social circle comes up. What to watch for? Consistent excuses. She repeatedly finds reasons for why you can't meet her friends. Changing the topic. She avoids conversations about her social life. Lack of integration. You're never invited to group activities or gatherings. Secretive behavior. She goes out but doesn't give clear details about who she's meeting or what she's doing. Approach her with curiosity, not accusation. For example, say, "I'd really love to meet your friends and get to know the people who are important to you. Is there a reason you're hesitant?" Her response will be revealing. If she continues to avoid it without a valid reason, consider whether this aligns with your vision for a transparent and committed relationship. Remember, a healthy relationship involves being part of each other's worlds, not living in separate bubbles. 10. You're not a priority in her life. In a committed relationship, partners naturally prioritize each other. While it's healthy to have individual lives and personal interests, consistently feeling like you're at the bottom of her priority list is a sign of imbalance. If she frequently chooses work, hobbies, friends, or other commitments over spending quality time with you, it may indicate that her focus and attention are elsewhere. Being a priority in each other's lives is essential for building a strong and lasting connection. If she's consistently making you feel like an afterthought, it can erode your self-worth and create feelings of neglect. A relationship should be a mutual investment, not a one-sided effort. You make plans in advance for a date night, but at the last minute, she cancels because she decides to go out with her friends instead. Or perhaps she spends hours on her hobbies but can't seem to carve out even 30 minutes to talk with you. When you express your feelings, she dismisses them with statements like, "I'm just really busy right now." "You're being too needy." "You should understand that I have my own life." What to watch for? Frequent plan changes. She regularly cancels or reschedules your time together. Lack of initiative. She rarely makes an effort to plan dates or quality time. Minimal communication. She takes a long time to respond to messages or seems uninterested in conversations. Emotional absence. Even when you're together, she seems distracted or disengaged. Express your feelings calmly and assertively. For example, say, "I feel like I'm not a priority in your life. I want to build a relationship where we both make time for each other. Can we talk about this?" Her willingness to listen and make changes will show how much she values the relationship. If she continues to prioritize everything else over you, it may be time to reflect on whether this relationship aligns with your needs and goals. Remember, you deserve to be with someone who makes you feel valued and appreciated. A balanced relationship is built on mutual effort and respect. In relationships, recognizing these signs and addressing them calmly and rationally is crucial. Avoiding difficult truths only prolongs potential heartache. Stay true to your values and remember that you deserve a relationship where you feel respected, prioritized, and secure. If you found these insights helpful, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment saying, "I deserve the best," to affirm your commitment to a fulfilling and genuine relationship. Thank you for watching, and remember to prioritize your worth.